Amazing wisdom.
Entrepreneurs,
business leaders,
Success.
CEOs,
Amazing success.
around the world.
This is the Success Nuggets Podcast. Have you ever wondered what you could learn and how inspired you'd be if you asked incredible people from around the world about the patterns that drive progress? Get ready to dive into a world of insights and inspiration. This is the Success Nuggets Podcast with the founder of the Digital Lightbulb and your host, David Abel.
Welcome back to the Success Nuggets, the purpose-driven podcast where we explore journeys of incredible leaders and innovators shaping the future. Today we are honored to have an extraordinary guest with us, Alejandro Martinez, a visionary leader in the data and AI industry, the CEO of Propelling Tech, and an investor with Calm Capital. Hello, Alejandro.
Thank you, Dave, for having me.
What initially sparked your interest in data and then AI? How's that passion evolved through your career?
When I was at high school, I love mathematics, being in geometry, like the numbers and everything. So when it was the moment to choose what I was going to do next at college, I was sure that the only things I didn't want anything on the field. Like I wanted to be on the business side. Then by mixing both words, I started looking into business engineering, like more how you apply the engineering side, but what the engineers call the engineers, like how you do the problem solving into business. I started with that and even growing on programming, working on strategy. And then when business intelligence started coming out, that it came out from more like controlling, like finance, like reporting from the financial department. I started kind of being curious about numbers and business. So when I jumped into business intelligence, data 20 years ago was difficult to explain to people what I do to make decisions by analyzing data. Here, because you say I work with data, with AI, and everyone understands what are you doing. But then I got passionate about that. Through my journey at college, university, study business engineering, then I did majors in business administration, and then I did masters on engineering. So it was always kind of tying up the two words. And for me, data analytics was kind of filling the purpose of everything that I wanted, giving me everything that I dedicated was taking a meeting on data and analytics.
That's wonderful. I think analysis is so important for business as well. And it was great that you found your passion at school. I was always interested in maths. And I remember leaving school at 16. And as soon as we got a pound sign in front of the numbers, it began to make more sense to me of the levers to press and pull. When did you start to evolve into a business guy as well as a maths enthusiast?
That's a good thing, because one of the pieces that I've realized right now is at school, or even at high school, they don't teach you how to manage money and kind of the numbers with money. So when I was at high school, or even when I was a kid, the reference or role models that people were putting to me were the top executives. Like those are the ones appearing in media. It's not about the story of an entrepreneur that did something that has a company for 2, 5, 10 million. No, it's the person who is managing a multi-million company. So all my career, I was trying to resemble to those top executives, like how you go through the corporate ladder and everything. Last year is when I realized what I'm doing, why I'm doing this for someone else, like why I don't start doing this for me. And I started even looking more into what we have as a PDs of managing money to start more interest on how you put the money to work for you. What other things can you do? And I would say that the 2024 for me was kind of the illumination year of let's build something on our own. Like, I mean, we have come to this place, we have gathered a lot of information, we have created a career, we have created connections, we met a lot of people, but now is the time to give back. It's the time to create something new. And not to be afraid of building that on our own.
Yeah, giving and creation are really beautiful values and things to be able to do. And mentorship is a significant aspect of your work as well, if I'm right. Have you got any memorable experiences from your participation in the Orbition mentorship?
Yeah, I do mentorship to executives. I always say to them, is kind of data career mentorship. To executives that want to grow in their career on the data and analytics. They always say like, hey, thank you for dedicating the time. And I was like, no, thank you. Like, I mean, you don't know. This is something that someone was explaining to me a few weeks ago, they were saying the most selfish act is to get. Because in reality, I didn't realize that it's not that you're giving, but in reality, you're getting more than what the person is getting. It's hard to explain because everyone thinks like, no, it's a flow, it's a karma, it's an earning doing. No, I mean, when you give, when you help, you feel more empowered. It's like getting to a different break. So it's, you have conversations, you learn from the conversations, you're getting different inputs, you grow like on your realistic view, but also just by helping, you feel more empowered. So your confidence grow up, you have more confidence to have a different conversation with other activities. So that's, it's kind of like a cycle. And I don't know, I like to learn. That's where I like to travel. That's why I like the consulting. And the mentorship is kind of continue the journey of teaching by sharing. You get also insights on learning.
Yeah, you really do. Mentorship is so crucial for everyone. And just someone saying thank you to you, in your heart, you know you've done the right thing. And if they come back to you, you can be so proud of them. And that's when the real genuine relationships begin as well. Moving that on into collaboration and really positive ethics. Tell me about Calm Capital.
So Calm is a really good thing because the kids were playing around in the basement at home and they were playing with the words. And this was before everything. I mean, I was still the CEO in my previous company. And they came to have dinner saying, hey, we're the Calm family. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, yeah, we're Carlota, Alejandro, Leonor, and Maria. So we're the Calm family. He's like, okay, we're the Calm family. So when the moment came to do the jam and leave my position as a CEO and start creating something new, we were saying we're Calm. Like, that's the name of our company. That's where we're going to create the whole thing. So the whole thing started because they were kind of, even the kids, like, we want to be part of it. It's funny because I was having a conversation with Carlota and she came and said, I'll help you with the logo. It's like, okay. So we started designing the logo of Calm and I was saying, what color do you think we should have? And she was saying, well, you like blue. Mom likes black. I like pink. They were like, pink? Oh my God. So then I think this started coming up. And then the logo came with just one pink dot. Well, okay, this one has everything. Like it had the blue, the black, white, and the pink side. And we embedded or embraced that logo for everything that we were doing. At the end, Calm is that born as how we start creating our own vehicles. So even on as a family. So we started with creating a vehicle to invest and to create advisory, to do mentorship, to help with go-to services from companies. And then on the investment side, we were saying, you invest where you on the things you control. So we're saying, I understand technology is balanced and we understand real estate in terms of my background from my father. So let's go into those two backgrounds. And that's how we started. We started with Calm, then we started building Calm real estate in order to look back from there. We were saying, why not we create Calm means fame? And we open a subsidiary in Europe. And this is a piece of the money. When you think money, it's just like the way for you to get money is salaries. Like you get a salary, so you need a salary increase. And so I started working with banks. Like, hey, you want to be my partner? I need money. This is my idea. And you need money as a person? No, I need the money as Calm. So I started seeding the income from that. So I got leverage also as well. In order to start investing in Europe, I replicated that in Latin America, in Colombia. And then suddenly we were like, oh my God, what we have created in 1 year. My wife even went from there like, okay, like now we need to create our own account to manage everything else that we're doing. So she started working this year on the family office and working and managing everything. Kids last year, it was summer. Like for them, I would say like I don't give them money or anything. The oldest came and like, hey, I lost all my kids. I'm losing my source of revenue. It's like, oh, create the business. You have seen it. So the only way you need to do it is just go and create a business. You have already Calm as a platform. Go and do it. Oh, okay, let's go and create Calm store. And it was nice to see things that I would be shy or afraid to do it. They were like, they started creating Calm store, selling soaps on the neighborhood. Then they started buying big amounts of products and reselling that. And when we were traveling, for example, in hotels to eat the breakfast, they were with their bags saying, hey, we have this, it's only $1-2. And they were getting like sales, like something that we never do. Like when they go and bother someone in a hotel to say, hey, you want to buy this, they were selling. So it became like a family thing, like how we do this as a family.
That is incredible. I'm not even sure if that's the most incredible story we've had on the show, Alejandro. That's so beautiful. And the way they've picked it up, led it, and younger generations as well do see it differently to how we see it. And you just got to let them run with it and then trust everything. Your dinner table must be like a hive of energy in the evenings.
Like cleaning house. I talk with them. I always try to take the kids to school. So I say to them, like, look, Tom story is your thing. It is not mine. Like, I'm not here to create. Like, I'm dedicated to bring propelling tech to the next level as a way of us delivering value. So I say to them, normally I get paid to advise companies on how they do their strategy using data. You have me. Like, meaning, let's work on strategies. Tell me what you want to do, how you want to do it. And they help you prep those things, but you need to own it. And seeing that is amazing. Like meaning, I always say, you get experience work from both worlds, like by having a job, but also you being allowed by kind of what we were saying before, with the education of working with money, like seeing how hard it is to make money. Like they were saying they made last year 500 transactions. And I was saying, this is what you have. It's like, oh, that's so few as a marketing. Like, yeah, but just paying this is just the starting point. And that's the piece that you don't realize when you're building something. I've seen the first year, the second year, those are the toughest years. Like you have cash flow issues. Even when you're having success. At Propelling Tech, for example, we're growing super fast, but then that means that as we're growing, we need to finance the cash flow, because at the end you're investing on all the future growth that you're doing. So you always need more cash flow. Those are the pieces that people don't realize on this. But it goes as discipline, as you need to be, you can do it. I would say, like, it's not that you go there as a donkey and go with your idea and this is my idea. No, you go with your idea, you get feedback, you correct a little bit, and then you start. But if you have the idea that that's the right thing, and maybe if you make a mistake, you need to correct for your credit, but that's the right that will make you go over on everything.
I look forward to reading your family's book one day about this story in this chapter, how it evolves over the next few years. I'm sure it will. You're also a well-known kind of profile and personality yourself. You're featured in Forbes. You're a speaker at the World Economic Forum. You are now already in the process of writing a book, I believe, co-authoring with Mr. Joe Foster, the founder of eBook, in the 3rd edition of Survive and Thrive.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can share on that book or the process so far?
Well, the process was amazing. Like, at the end, talking with Joe and with the Golden Nugget team, I would say is, you don't see it to realize on your own study. And even, I would say, there are things that I haven't shared with my wife, not because I don't want it, like, meaning we don't have any secrets, but because you don't go to reflect how you were as a kid when you were 10 years old and you're growing, and what are the things you went through that at the end is creating you as a person. And I would say just going through that process of writing the book was a little bit kind of rediscovering myself. Even getting aha moments of, whoa, the meaning what I have done in 2024 is similar to what I did in 2003. But basically, at the end, the summary is, I was working in Colombia and I grew up in a really conservative family. I had everything. Like, basically, I didn't have the need to lead. I was a spoiled next net, but I don't know, let's say it that way. 2003 or 2002, I started applying to get into P&D, what they were calling the Prestige Program. One of the pieces or conditions through the process, there was, you need to have the English. I went, okay, I will get the English on my own. My parents sent me when I was 16 to London. I didn't get anything. Going through, like, giving Medellin all the Machian pages, it took me also to be part of robbery, kidnap, getting kidnapped and doing those things. I would say it gave me an upping to change really quick. And that's something. So in 2002, I was saying, okay, I will go to London. I tried to convince my parents to send me again. They say, no, we gave you the opportunity. Now it's on you. I will, okay, I will sell my car and I will go on my own. I have money for my loan and I will make it happen. So that is the year where I stopped being spoiled and where I started jumping into my new me. And it became more like I need to demonstrate that I'm not coming back. Everyone was betting that, oh my God, you're going to be there 1 month and you're coming back because you're going to run out of money. Because no one was sending me money. So I managed to get into Hard Rock Cafe, Rolly's Cafe in Canary Wharf, then started working in the night. And then I made sure the whole thing. And I was saying, okay, I love this thing. My work open. I was studying school in a college just in front of the British Museum. So my grades were in the British Museum. And learning on cultures, everything that wasn't like exposed at all when I was a kid. And I started more like, oh, I want more things. So from there, we went to Spain. We started growing, and that's how I got into research, innovation, and data analytics after. And beyond my career, I say the consulting career, it resembles to a military career. So you go through the ranks. And for me, that was kind of the indication. Like, the competitive aspect that I had, I want to go pretty quick through the ladder. But basically every 6 months, I was just jumping from one position to the other, where 5 years after I was a partner of the company. And that made me through 2023, where I started kind of questioning other things, like what is the purpose of life and why we're here? Shall I continue getting the salary? And that's where I started with the calm approach and creating propelling tech. They were all even, I told people, Cal is the company for us, or the vehicle, but it represents more the change on everything that we're doing. Like, we went through something we call living with conscience, like making decisions, avoiding the automatic way of making decisions and taking emotions out of that. That's something, for example, for people, when we do things with calm, they don't understand that, because at the end is, we're not putting emotions, is data-driven approach. Like, if the numbers help us, and then we have the energy, we go with those things. And then we went through one hour planning for our 1 hour cell, doing this thing, like how we take care of how we're sleeping, how we're doing exercise, how we're reading, how we're eating food, like what type of food we're eating. And we started little by little. Like, I didn't have a good shape I wasn't really doing in sports. I lost nearly 25 kilos in the last 3 months. I always say to people when call and say, what is the diet you're doing? It's like, no, I changed my life. That's my diet. I changed completely my lifestyle. And the energy I got back is kind of the same that when you give and you help, you get empowered. It's the same level of energy that I'm getting right now. And again, we did it as a family. I don't think I would be able to do that alone.
That's really powerful stuff. The power of habits, just turning them one at a time, and with your data background is a really beautiful story and proof that the things that seem impossible are actually only a couple of steps away. And Andrew, where can people find more on Calm and other ventures you do?
So I'm with Calm, we went without like, hey, let's don't get knowledge on where we don't need to do publicity or marketing or what we were doing. So we started preparing tech and investing in other stacks and real estate. Now that my wife is fully dedicated, we started, let's create our own go-to-market. Let's create we created calminternational.com as the way to go and build a whole portfolio. We're working on that as we speak. The first one that we created, and this is the bit where we say, I joke around because my name, Alejandro Martinez, is like John Smith in Spanish. So I went through Alejandro Martinez. That is how my family was called, the shorter name. And that's the same name of a really well-known singer in Latin America. So he has the domain for a long time. Last year in December, I got an alert saying the domain is available. Do you want it? We said, oh yeah. And so I got it. We created, because in the end for Calm, we were saying is Calm starts with your image. Like at the end, you're getting the contact on that. And so we built AlejandroMartinez.com as a landing page of our portfolio where we have calm, we have propelling tech, we have leaky chip, all the different things where we're getting involved in one way or the other, either because we're helping, like the tech leader advocate or leaky chip, or because we're investing and dedicating our work to that, like propelling tech, all these solutions. But yeah, like right now, Calm International would be the go-to. We are building that. It's been 1 year. Like basically in 10 days will be my anniversary of leaving my job. Now, it's been a short journey, but when we look back and we see what we have built in Cal, like nearly we're creating a family office that right now is hitting the 8 figures. It's like, oh my God, like we never imagined it. We could do this. Even like leverage, because we weren't really doing that on ourselves. And it's the same, like the more you get to know things, the more things come to you. It's been an adventure that we're all enjoying.
Alejandro, what is your one golden nugget before we go?
My one golden nugget, I always say, more than one, I call it the recipe. I believe on you need to know your goals. You need to have your vision. Once you have that, you need to know where you're going as a person or as an organization. Then you need to act quick. Like you need to go really fast in terms of those opportunities come. You just need to take it. If it's something is correct, you correct quick. If not, you continue with your trajectory on what you're doing. And right now, one of the pieces that I see it, knowledge in the past used to be a luxury. Right now, is a commodity. Like the need is available for everyone. It's more how you access that knowledge, where the questions you're asking. So the end is, I like this from Joe Foster. If you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. And then, that's the point. You need to have a team that is empowering you as a person, as an organization, to help you thrive in your life.
Beautiful stuff. Once again, it's only a short show, I'm afraid. So we're going to say thank you and goodbye.
Thank you for having me.
And for our listeners, that could be the end of season 2. Season 3 coming up is going to be about couples. Alejandro, I've not interviewed more than one person at a time. So we have 5 couples lined up who some are married, which should be an interesting show, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah. Like at the end, you don't realize, I always say, I'm here where I am because of my wife. And some people say the best decision you can make in your life is beating your partner in arms. It is 100%. Like, in the bad moments, that the person that is covering you, in the good moments, that the person that is empowering you. But also seeing this as a calm, as an adventure. We're here because we understand each other. We don't need to say things.
What was it like growing up in Colombia?
Well, for me, I always say you get used to things. At least not that I never left Colombia because of insecurity or things. You get used at the end, you leave, you have your own life. I realized on that when the terrorist attack happened in Madrid on the trains, everyone was concerned on the number of people that died that day. And I was like saying, oh, it's just matter people. I don't remember what 51 or 150, but I was like, that was the normal kill rate on every week on a palm being Medellin on where you were having friends. So that was the moment where I realized, oh my God, you get used to things that are normal. And people only know for you to continue living, you are getting used to, I don't know, this week, a friend got kidnapped, okay, who is next week? Like, something it's not common at all, but you make it kind of your common thing in order to survive and live in that environment.
Yeah, right. It's got to be really strong to live in those kind of pressure environments.
Oh, yeah. You don't realize until like changing routine, changing the way how you go to school, things that normally people don't do. And you are doing as a part of your day-to-day, going in bulletproof cars and stuff like that. Then you realize, oh, this is normal. Then this is the piece. I was okay. Like, it's not that I suffered something. Like, there is a situation, of course, that made me true. Like, I don't know, being in intense robberies with all the family members. We were in one where we were like 25 family members in a house with 20 people armed, and we were locked out for nearly 9 hours. Or getting kidnapped and speeding from that. Those things, of course, give you those moments where you have a pressure and you need to react pretty quick. You have just one opportunity. And I always say to my kids is luck, like being lucky doesn't exist. You need to prepare yourself really hard And then you need to be in that right moment when things are happening. So there is a moment of being there when the opportunity is happening, and that's when you need to react quick. But you need that preparation in order to be able to grab the opportunity.
Phenomenal. The insights today have been world-class, my friend. We spoke about knowing yourself and 4 words to describe yourself. Did you ever get to find your 4 words?
I was like, so one goes to the ingenious side, like the creation, the innovation. The other one goes to the adventurous, like meaning I want to try new things, and it's not just exploring work, but also learning from something, being more open to things that I wasn't really aware. And the third one I would say will define me, the family, being close as a family member, and not just as a father, but also as being part of the family. And the fourth one would be helping in terms of community. I can tell you every week, I keep going up with the 4 words, like how, which one really means. And then somebody in that was saying you have to choose 4 values. Those are the values that will define you. And it was honesty, happiness, and stuff like that. And it's like you need to be loyal to those values. It doesn't mean you need to change, but when you're making a decision, if it's pulling against your honesty, then you know you should really do it. So I continue as a person, so finding myself, I would say these are my first 4, but I'm more kind of how I discover myself. And every day, I couldn't, this 2024, where I started in 2024 is my nomination page, like meaning being more conscious on everything that is happening, getting exposed to crypto, metaverse, thing that was like, oh no, that were more like my antichrist, like I'll never touch it. It's giving me new ideas, it's giving me new connections, learning from new people. Something, for example, in terms of community that I learned is people normally come and say, oh, you're the first person you're trying to sell me something and you're making the connection. And I would say like, yeah, like I prefer to connect with you, learn what you have and of how you are as a person. And then if we find a synergy, a connection, that something can grow from there, that's perfect. Otherwise, like me and we're just getting to know each other and the connections become more real, like rather than just, hey, I have this blog for you, don't like the page, here, want to see you. No, that is different.
Give and you get, not just turn up and get. It doesn't work like that.
I agree.
Anything else we should have talked about? And what patterns create progress?
The only piece that I would say that I have learned through this journey is I have learned a lot that people are afraid to change. And in general, as humans, we see change as an enemy, like or well known as an enemy. That's the piece that I call it. And we have it as a cleaning propellant tech, like see beyond today. There is a low high, but if you don't try to see what is coming after, you will get stuck. And right now, one of the pieces there I always say is something is risky when you don't control it. Like when you don't know that something works, you find that risky. And the moment you start learning little by little, and it goes no point wrong, you create the whole day, it becomes your common sense. So I always say, just start. If you want to do something, just jump and do it. If you don't do it, nothing will change. If you keep doing the same things, nothing will change. But everyone knows that things need to change. And that's the piece that I invite people, go and change. Like try.
Beautiful. Keep following your heart. It's all going in the right direction. And it feels like I'm looking at a thread moving through your life. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Dave, for having me.
Join David and his incredible guests next time on the Success Nuggets podcast. And to find out more, visit onegoldennugget.com. Thank you for listening.